Hi guys, it's been a minute. Sorry. So I am in the process of moving and my office where all my books are is currently all packed up and super depressing. So I am recording from my kitchen today. So happy summer to all the librarians and all the teachers and everybody. Yay! It's summer. More time for books. It's awesome. So it's been a hot minute since I vlogged, and I've finished a couple books since then. But I'm just gonna go over two of them that I've been obsessed with over the past month or so. So I blogged about this one, but I didn't get to vlog about it because I was between computers. So I really just wrote a quick blog post from my phone. But when Dimple met Rishi, oh, for real, I loved it. If I could hug every character and Sandaya Menon, I'm sorry if I just butchered your name, but oh my god, I totally would. And the author is freaking fantastic. I reached out to her on Twitter and I was like, look, this book was amazing. And I was talking to her while I was reading it and just tweeting with her, and she was so cool, you guys. She replied to me, and I told her I can't wait to share this book with my students, and she was so excited. I don't know if authors know this, especially Sarah Mass, who I've been trying to get attention from for years. But librarians like me fangirl over authors, so hard. And when y'all reply to us on Twitter, just even liking our tweets is oh, we're besties. I don't know if you know this, Miss Manon, but we're besties now. Anyway, quick tidbit about her is that she was fantastic to talk to. And if I could interview her or bring her to my school, I would. Anyway, so when Dimple met Rishi was amazing, and this is the best cover I've seen in forever. And I apologize because the quality of this video is not nearly as good as it used to be on my MacBook because I'm on a Chromebook. So until I get some better webcamming material, fiance, then we gotta work with what we got. Anyway, so When Dimple Met Rishi is about these two kids, and they have an arranged marriage, and only Rishi, the boy, knows about it. Dimple, I loved because I thought she was super duper relatable. And she is an 18-year-old girl who just graduated from high school, and she doesn't really care about marriage. She does not want to get married. She's not in any way worried about any of that. She just wants to learn how to code and work on, or she knows how to code, but she wants to she wants to create an app to help people with diabetes. And not just diabetes, people in general who need to remember how to take care of themselves that kind of forget. So to remind them to take medicine or remind them to do things. And so they have to think of a cool way to kind of promote that with an app. And she really just cares about computer science, and that's all she wants to do. She knows what her goal is. She knows how to achieve it, and that's all she wants to do. She does not care about finding a boy. And her mom, who is the super Indian mom, is all about everything has to be about finding a boy. And I felt her pain because her mom was super annoying, but I also understood her mom. Her mom just wanted her daughter to have what she didn't. She wanted her to find a man that was going to support her and that stuff. But Dimple's not about it. And so she wants to go to this coding camp, or not a coding camp, a computer science camp, called InsomniaCon, where they win a chance to get an app up and going, and they get to meet this amazing app. I can't remember her name right now, but she gets to meet one of her heroes if she wins, and they will promote her app and help her build it, make it amazing, and get it out to the public. And so she's all about it and wants to go to this camp, and her parents are not really about her career. And so when her parents approve, she's wait a minute, why? Why are you so okay with this? But they are. Well, the catch is her betrothed, Rishi, is also going to the camp. Now, Rishi does not really care about computer science at all. He's an engineer. He's going to go to, I want to say MIT. I'm probably wrong, but I don't remember. He's going across the country to a different college, and he doesn't care, really. He is pretty set on being an engineer and, opening a business, because that's what his dad did, and he wants to make his parents happy, because he's also an Indian kid and feels that pressure of being the oldest son and wanting to do well for his parents, and kind of takes a step back on what he wants and, what his aspirations are, and just having those crazy dreams that we all have. And he says, no, I'm not going to do that because I have to do what my family says is right, and this is what's right. So he goes and meets Dimple at Starbucks at InsomniaCon, and the first time he meets her, he says, "Hello, future wife," and Dimple is like, "No," and straight up grabs her iced coffee and throws it in his face and, like, takes off running, and she's like, "I don't know who this guy is, but he's freaking crazy. I'm not about it. No, bye." And thinks he's obviously insane. Well, Rishi arranged for them to be teammates in InsomniaCon. And so they end up together for the entire summer, working together and getting to know each other, and just, you know, of course they fall in love, y'all. This is teenage romance. But it was so, like, simple. There were no super corny scenes. There were no, like, oh my god, this is so predictable. It was sweet and very simple and very first lovey and very first intentional love, and, like, I loved it. It was beautiful. It was perfect. It was freaking fantastic at the perfect time of year to release it, because we're all thinking about the next step right now. Like, for college seniors who just graduated, y'all are thinking about going to college. For librarians and teachers, we're thinking about the next school year and how we're going to manage better and how we're going to be able to manage our time with our families and our kids and our husbands and having a life outside of school. Like, everyone is thinking about how we can be better. And this came at a perfect time, because Dimple and Rishi are perfect, and they don't mean to be. They just are, and it's perfect. And I love it. Go read it. If you didn't already read it, go read it. If you did read it again, because I've read it twice since it came out, and it's just amazing. Like, look at the back. Like, these are beautiful photos that they got, and if you don't love it, we can't be friends. Okay. It was wonderful. I don't care what you think. It was wonderful. And if you don't like it, we're not friends. All right. So the next book I read this summer that I remember, you're going to laugh. Bam! Evil Librarian. I checked it out from my local library, and it was hilarious. I loved it. At first, it was kind of slow, and I was like, this is kind of lame. But I loved it. So it is about Cynthia, and Cynthia has, like every 16-year-old girl, a crazy crush on Ryan Halsey. And Ryan Halsey is, like, so hot and just gorgeous. I mean, there's no way to think of Ryan Halsey and not think he's hot. So, like, to me, I just saw Zac Efron, or, you know, what I assume Hideo Tanaka from Warcross would look like. Just hot and, like, smart and just gorgeous. Anyway, so she loves Ryan. And she is the tech director for the Sweeney Todd production being put on at her high school. And Ryan is Sweeney Todd. Just conveniently. Anyway, so the school gets a new librarian, and Cynthia notices that he's kind of odd. And then she notices her best friend is spending too much time with him. And then she notices that other people start to seem really weird after spending time with him. And they're like, really, like, zoned out, not themselves. So we find out that, this is not a spoiler, it's part of the summary. We find out that the librarian is sucking the life force out of students and people. And Cynthia wants that to stop, because the librarian wants to take her best friend Annie and make him into his demon bride. Because the librarian may or may not be a demon. Or, you know, like a monster. Or something horrible. And this is not a spoiler again, you guys, because again, it's called Evil Librarian. Obviously, there's something wrong with the librarian. And so Cynthia is on a quest to make the perfect chair for Sweeney Todd, to save her best friend Annie from the clutches of this evil demon librarian, and to obviously get the attention of Ryan Halsey, because we're 16 years old and Ryan's hot. Like, come on, pay attention. So it was wonderful. Like, I really thought I wasn't gonna like it, and I loved it. It was hilarious. Perfect amount of, like, love story that wasn't gay. Like, it wasn't annoying. It wasn't like, there was no part of the romance that I was like, this is stupid. It was very like, come on, love her a little. And, like, the whole time I wanted to slap Annie. Like, I felt like, I mean, if my best friend were going after a crazy librarian, first of all, who's way too old for her, but second of all, was evil, I would react the same way. I'd be like, dude, you cannot be with this guy. It's just, you just can't. No, you cannot. But obviously, some people don't listen, and so she has to save her friend. And the evil librarian threatens puppies. Like, at one point, he straight up says, if you get in my way, I will kill everyone you know, your teachers, your friends, your families, and puppies. So, obviously, we needed him dead right away, because don't threaten puppies at all, ever, no. So, he's really evil and horrible. And so then more demons just start coming to the school. And so Cynthia now has to also save the school. Y'all, I was exhausted reading it, but it was so good. I seriously read the last 100 pages in like an hour today because it was so good. Like, I just had to keep going, and it was fantastic. And of course, I'm going to read the next one because it's a series. But, like, look at this cover. It's so cool. So you can't really see it because of the glare because this is a library book. But the book itself is supposed to be an intro to Italian textbook. And then it's drawn on with this little devil demon thing. And then the back is a library card, like the old school kind. And I mean, a lot of kids aren't going to know what the hell this is. But as old people, you know what this card means. And, you know, it's amazing. So, Evil Librarian was fantastic, and I loved it. It was not scary at all. So if you're someone who's like, oh, I don't like horror stories because they give me nightmares, well, suck it up. But 2, it's not scary. It's hilarious. Like, it is the perfect amount of horror that it's great. I mean, it's not like Justin Cronin's The Passage where you're reading about someone being ripped in half. No, there's none of that. I mean, yeah, there's some demons and gore in it, but not enough to be like, oh my God, I'm going to have nightmares. It was awesome. A little bit of romance, a little bit of high school drama, whole lot of holy crap, we gotta save the world. It was awesome. I highly recommend it. Both the books get 5 stars for the summer. And yeah. And a quick read I had was the new Paper Girls. Paper Girls 15, y'all. I can't believe we're this far in. Seriously, I just started reading this series last summer, and we're already at Paper Girls 15. Anyway, 16 doesn't come out until October, and I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with Paper Girls. I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. I have no idea at all. Like, it's gone so far that to where I'm just like, I don't know. And I'm only still subscribed to it because I need to know that the girls end up okay, which I'm assuming is how they get you. But interesting cover piece. I don't know what it means because I didn't understand it. So when I move into my new house, I'm going to unpack all of my Paper Girls and reread the entire series so that I can understand what the hell happened and I'd read in 15. Anyway, so those are my quick reads for the summer. I'm hoping that I get some more time to vlog in over the summer, but if not, you know, I'll keep writing my little quick blurbs that I put on the blog. I am currently reading, or I'm about to start, and you can't see it because my library is awesome and they do interlibrary loans from far away. So I've got tons of stickers about this interlibrary loan. But it's Victoria Aveyard's, my bookmark just fell out. Victoria Aveyard's King's Cage. And I bought the first one. I bought Red Queen and I bought Glass Sword. I chose not to buy King's Cage. And I'm sorry for those of you who hate me because I really didn't like Glass Sword. It took me almost 6 months to read it. So I'm hoping this one's a little better. I may or may not have already read some spoilers about it. And I'm hoping that it was better. But we'll see. I recently started a list on my Goodreads called Tried Can't. I don't know. But there's 3 books in it that I tried reading this summer. I'm not going to say what they were just because I don't want to. Like, if you really want to know, then you can go to my Goodreads. It's Stephanie Michelle 12, I believe. And you can see what those are. But if King's Cage doesn't make the cut, it'll make it on that shelf. And, you know, I didn't spend money on it. And y'all, support your local library. Go check out books from your library. It drives their circulation up. It makes you an activist because you're supporting your library, which in turn helps them get more funding to stay open. And we're in a time when libraries are being shut down because we just are. It's a budget cut year, and apparently somebody thought it was important to cut the budgets of the library system, which is really sad. But whatever, drive your circulation up. Go place some holds on some books. Go talk to your librarian at your local library and get them to help you with books if you need suggestions, if this vlog isn't enough, or if you need more. But, you know, just go to your library. Like, just go. And spend some time there and realize that it is an important place for you. And they can also hunt down books for you that you didn't want to find yourself. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. I will talk to you soon. And in case you need a recap, go read Evil Librarian and When Dimple Met Rishi. Right. Bye, all. Have a great day. Have a great summer.